you took that hatred to other countries with you and taught other countries to hate Black people as well. Okay.
Yeah, man.
I gotta stop there because I'm gonna. All right, so I did really like when Bucky and Sam, you know, took a break from each other. We did see that little moment where Joaquin Torres, was left with the remains of the Falcon uniform.
Yeah, he was. A chicka pow!
Yeah, he was. He's so sweet. Yeah, he's left with the Falcon uniform, and I liked that, you know, Sam went back home to basically give his sister an answer to what he's going to do about his own family situation, basically. And that was, you know, to pitch in, to help out, to do what he can. And I like the fact that, you know, to me, the metaphor of fixing the boat was a mending of the soul in and of itself, and sort of a mental regrouping, if you will, because you can't just wait around, you know, you can't just like stare at the computer waiting for information to come to you. You've got to, you know, put your energy elsewhere. And he put that energy into fixing up his family's boat. And I like that. And I loved when Bucky showed up. I think they just have such a great dynamic.
Yeah.
I love them together. I want to love them together.
Their friendship bond.
Yeah.
Is like, this whole series to me has been building like a buddy cop flick, and kind of like a Lethal Weapon.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is kind of reminding me of, just like a superhero Lethal Weapon. And you know, at some point,
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, it's I'm sorry, just to continue on what you were saying about like their dynamic and like their friendship and their I hate the word chemistry. Like I feel like there should be another word to describe like two people who like physically understand each other but also mentally understand each other. There's like a connection, a vibe. Like I just want to use another word besides chemistry, but like you know what I mean. It's like they are very well together.
Just to be clear, they're just two dudes who have a mutual friend.
Yeah, but the mutual friend isn't there.
Now they're just two dudes.
Now they're just two dudes. And I am here for it.
Yeah. That was just a really nice sequence. Also, I totally ship Sarah and Bucky. I ship it all the way. I ship it hard. I ship it fast. I ship it now.
Yeah, was not expecting that cute little like, I'm Bucky. Like that was super cute. And the best part was just the awkward stare that Sam gave, because he was like, what was that? Which is what most brothers do.
True.
Most brothers do that kind of stuff.
But I also consider the fact that Sarah, I'm assuming Sarah knows who he is.
Of course.
Sarah knows who he is, as opposed to the woman at the beginning of the episode. I'm sorry, I don't remember her name. The woman that he went on a date with in the first episode, who didn't know his history or who he was. And I think there was a little bit more, he seemed comfortable, you know, being there with Sarah. So yeah, I ship it. Because he wouldn't have to hide himself. What were we talking about? Shipping that? We were shipping it? We're shipping Sarah and Bucky? Oh, yeah, I was saying he feels comfortable. I'm assuming he would feel comfortable with her because I'm just assuming that she knows, she knows what's going on there. And then, let's see. Oh, real quick. So the courtroom. Oh, so also let's talk about the fact that John Walker went to Lamar's parents and lied to their face about who killed him. And so again, that's another thing that's important to this episode, is that not only is Black history erased, but we're still being lied to about what's actually happening. Yeah. I'm assuming that was his sister. And she, she looked like she didn't trust that answer, from him. She looked like she didn't trust him. Back to I don't know what I've talked about and what I haven't talked about. So I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself and going in circles a little bit here, but Zemo, I mean, we need to talk about that. Zemo gets sent to the raft. And I think that's I feel like if they're gonna try to, because Zemo has become a favorite over the past 2 episodes, him going to the raft, I hope some of you don't hate it, but if you do hate it, consider the fact that maybe this is, and he goes willingly as well.
That's true.
This is a part of his character growth. So it will only strengthen his character arc.
Yeah, that's true.
Service time, because he's giving in to the sins of his past, really, and making amends with the sins and himself. The conversation that Bucky and Sam have, where Sam tells him that he needs to stop looking to other people to tell him who he is.
That was really nice.
Yeah, it was a really nice moment, in that he was supposed to be going out making amends, but he was really avenging. Avenge me! So, and I 100% assume that we will be seeing Mr. Yori Nakajima during the next episode, so we can finally tell him.
That would be great.
What happened to his son? It was going to be really sad to watch.
Oh yeah. That's how I'm starting to think about what's going to happen in the next. Excuse me.
Next. I'll edit that out.
A boopity boo.
Go ahead.
What were we saying?
I don't know. I was saying that we're probably going to see Mr. Yori Nakajima in the next episode.
Yes, I also agree. You know what else? Okay, I'm sorry, go.
I also like that Bucky apologized for him and Steve not understanding the consequences of what it would mean to give a Black man a shield. I like that moment as well.
Yeah. I also just wanted to iterate, I don't think it's the right word for what I'm about to say, but I was thinking earlier about how when Sam met Lamar and he was just like, hey, I'm Battlestar. And I kind of felt like that was because Sam was always with Steve, just to say, like, we're going to do it the same way. Like, he's even going to get a Black sidekick. And then that's when I started thinking, like, I'm sure that's what Sam was thinking. And then also
it was a legit condescension of what Sam meant to Steve.
Yeah. A Black sidekick.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a way of noting that America is, like, look at us, like, we're progressive. Like, look at his Black sidekick, but we're not too progressive to give him the shield. So, and all in all, I wanted to understand how that conversation happened. So did Sam just have the shield, and was anyone expecting him to do anything with it? Did anyone know he had it? Or was it just like when he turned it into the government, they were just like, oh, you did the right thing? But were they expecting Sam to become Captain America? Like, what was supposed to happen?
My understanding of what we have seen was that he was trying to pass that title along with its symbol, the shield, onto Sam. Me and Steve and Bucky had that conversation, with each other. And from their point of view, we're doing the right thing, giving it to the best man for the job. And the best man for the job in their eyes was Sam Wilson. I think he probably sat on the shield. What's happening?
Nothing. I started talking. I forgot I was on mute.
Oh, I think he probably sat on the shield for a while because this is 6 months. This is starting at 6 months afterwards. So he must have sat on that shield for at least 6 months before he decided he was going to give it up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because he knew America wasn't ready. And then what is that? Not even a week goes by and they've already decided, to give it to somebody else. They didn't say, pardon my French, they didn't say shit to Sam about it. And Sam is technically the owner of it at this point. So if he decides to donate something to a museum, and then you take it out of the museum and give it to somebody else, what does that say?
Mm-hmm.
What does that say? It means, first of all, that you don't care about the legacy of it at all.
Mm-hmm.
And you're only concerned with your own image. You know what I'm saying? If they're that desperate to have another blue-eyed dude.
Which a lot of people are. Also, the raft.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the raft during the snap?
Girl, I can't think logistics like that. I have no idea.
But
I'm assuming half the people inside of it must have disappeared, which probably would have been everyone at the raft. So it's probably just a bunch of employees like hanging out, and then one day all the prisoners were gone.
Yeah, I'm sure the ratio there was very uneven.
Yeah.
But I was just wanting to know who's there. Like who is there that we don't know is there?
Oh, I don't know.
Like
you know who I know is there?
Abomination?
No, I just lost her name.
Oh, Trish Walker?
Yes, Trish Walker. She's there.
She's definitely there.
Trish is there.
I
was gonna say Teresa.
Why can't all of the Netflix?
Why can't they be in the MCU already?
In the MCU.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. So her intro when Miss De La Fontaine first introduced herself, the way she's talking, it was giving me Coulson vibes.
Mm.
So for those of you who don't know, Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Clark Gregg were on a show together in the early 2000s.
Yeah, early to mid
2000s called The New Adventures of Old Christine. So it's fun to see that they're both now. Well, yeah, Coulson's always in the MCU to me. And they're both now in the MCU.
Now that you mentioned Coulson, and if Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and the next Spider-Man are about different universes.
And Spider-Man often helped out with the Shield agents.